Lights on, we're ready, feel the sound. Future starts right here, right now. Ideas are rising, breaking through. This is the moment, this is the move. Hands up, together we stand. Building tomorrow with our own hands. No limits, no fear, crystal clear. World class innovators born here.
Hi everyone and honorable judge, I'm Shazila and this is my friend Priya, Amanina, Aisa and Hani. We are from SMK Ulu TIRAM. Today we are here to introduce our product which is Delectable homemade Corncob cookies. These Delectable homemade Corncob cookies are a super healthy and eco-friendly cookie. We came up with this idea because of the food crisis that happening nowadays. This amazing cookie was made by drying the corncob and dehydrating it. Then, we blend the corncob and turn it into a powder so we can mix it with the cookie dough. However, there is a few problems caused by throwing a corncob as a waste. First of all, they can contribute to environment pollution because they may not decompose easily when discarded properly. Wasting corncob can be losing out on potential resources because they can be repurposed into various useful products such as animal feed, biofuel, or as a source of biomass. In some regions, corncob are used as a source of livestock feed. Wasting them could impact food security for both human and animal. Furthermore, when corncob decompose on landfills, they can produce methane, a potent greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. Lastly, corncob also can degrade slowly and affect soil quality if they are left on fields. Rain can wash them into water bodies, potentially leading into a water pollution.
Now, let's get into the objectives of our cookie. First, it is to produce cookie at an affordable prices and safer to eat. Second, it is to create awareness in the public about the beneficial of corncob and the disadvantages of throwing corncob as a waste. Third, it is to reduce environmental pollution. Our amazing healthy cookie can also be a part of an amazing healthy diet because we limit our sugar level. Now, these are the total corncob waste potency from rice field and these are the global corn production chart. Let's get into the advantages of our cookie. First, it is to protect humans, other wildlife and the environment by reducing the waste. Second, our cookie is easy to manufacture, safer to eat and cheap and affordable. Third, our cookie is specially made for old people because we value our natural sweetness. Our cookie can also be environmental friendly because we uses the 3R elements which are reusable glass, renewable as corncob can be produced repeatedly, and recyclable jar. Last but not least, throwing corncob can be a serious threat to the environment because it may cause soil erosion, resource depletion, and takes up landfill spaces.
Now let's see the ingredients to make the cookies. 3 1/4 cup of homemade butter, 1 1/4 cup of leavened all-purpose flour, a cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of Himalayan salt and vanilla essence, 3 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a large egg yolk, a whole egg, dark chocolate chips, and lastly the dried blended corncob. Now let's see the procedure to make the cookies. Firstly, on low heat, stir 3 1/4 cup of homemade butter, let it boil and brown. Then, let the butter cool. After that, add a cup of brown sugar. Add a large egg yolk, a whole egg and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. On top of that, add 1 1/4 cup of leavened all-purpose flour, 3 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. Mix the dough until it's just combined. Then add the dried blended corncob. Roll the dough and top it with the dark chocolate chip. Let it sit in the fridge for 30 minutes and bake it at 250 degrees for 11 to 12 minutes.
Now, I will explain the uniqueness of our cookies, including novelty and commercialization. Our cookies are unique because we use corncob waste based on our own idea and research. This product can increase demand because corncob cookies are new and can compete with other brand cookies. These are the ingredients and nutrients that you can see. You can take a look. In the future, we plan to replace chocolate chip with raisins for healthier cookies, add organic coloring and preservative, improve the shape of cookies to attract kids. As you can see, This is the nutrition comparison. Our product has lower carbohydrates and sugar but higher protein, energy, sodium and fat compared to the other product.
We would like to sell to school canteens, mini markets, bakeries, cafes, and also online platforms. These are the costs to produce our cookies. We use homemade butter for 10 ringgit, all-purpose flour for 2 ringgit and 80 cents, brown sugar for 2 ringgit, Himalayan salt for 40 cents, vanilla essence for 1 ringgit, 2 omega egg for 2 ringgit and 80 cents, and baking soda for 20 cents. We also spent 15 ringgit and 40 cents for 3 cookie jars. The cost to make 1 cookie jar is 11 ringgit and 80 cents. We need 40% of the profits, which is 4 ringgit and 70. After combining the cost and the profit, we will sell 1 cookie jar for 16 ringgit and 80 cents. We really hope that this price is fair and affordable for everyone. These are some of the reviews from our teachers and friends.
Next, we work with Light Candies to test if our cookies are safe and healthy. We use 2 methods based on AOAC, which stands for Association of Official Analytical Chemists, and EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency. You can see the nutrition data on the left. Here are some photos from the lab test.
That's all from us. Thank you.